Because why not? Live life on whimsy. It's not really my thing, I'm sorry. Boy, was I wrong. It's me, Jessica. I eat them up. I can't describe it. I just love them. We had the first snowfall here in the Midwest. It's already gone because it's a bit of a warm afternoon, but it's supposed to snow again tonight. Christmas is here. Well, hello, I'm Erica. I am Odd. We are comfy cozy today for this video, mostly because I love my new Christmas pajamas. If you look closely, there's like presents and drums and stockings and ornaments, all the fun stuff. But what I like from far away is that I look like nice plates. That's how I can describe it. So in today's video, I wanted to do the little trend that's going around on BookTube, Booktok. The trend is my 10 before the end. Like other sort of book tags, there's not really a set of rules here of like, what book are you most looking forward to before the end of the year? There's none of that from what I've seen. I just want to tell you what 10 books I want to finish before the end of the year. I will say I had a reading goal of 30 this year and I did meet that goal, which means I have like a month and a half to read 10 more books. And honestly, with how I've been flying through books, especially during this time, dealing with things in my personal life, not a whole lot of things are giving me serotonin, quite like Christmas movies and reading. So I should fly through these no problem. Also, we have an update to the Kindle case. We have some sticker updates. But anyway, some of these are going to be audiobooks, some of these are going to be on Kindle, and then some are physical books, because I'm a well-rounded reader. Let's start with two I'm currently reading. I feel because I haven't finished the books, they should definitely count towards my 10 till the end, because why not? Live life on whimsy. So the first book I'm starting with is actually one that is an audiobook. I have about 3 hours left, and it's called Good Spirits by B.K. Borson. I hope I'm saying their name right. They are the same person that wrote First Time Caller. I loved that romance, and so far I am loving this one. It's giving very much like modern day Christmas Carol, but for somebody that's sort of not a Scrooge. So the whole premise is sort of like, this is Ghost of Christmas Past, and they are exploring their past together. So far it's seeming like she doesn't really have a whole lot to be like convicted of. She hasn't really been a Scrooge about many things. So I do love it so far. I think it's very cute. Highly recommend to everybody. It's just a good time. The second book on my 10 before the end is Hannah Grace's Holiday Ever After. I am only 6% into this. I just started. I'm on like chapter 3. I am loving it so far. I think the characters are super fun. And as we know, Hannah Grace is literally the author that got me into reading romances and got me into the romance genre. After I read Icebreaker, I was like, oh, okay, maybe there are romance books that I could like besides romantasy. It's basically all that I read now. It's just like romance books. I also still read fantasy and like scary books, but I've become such a romance girly. And if you watch previous videos where I would talk about it, like, it's not really my thing, I'm sorry. Boy, was I wrong. I love romance books. I love fluffy, cheesy romance books. I had no idea what I was missing out on until now. So if you're one of those people like I was, let's start with Hannah Grace. And I think that this could be a good one. From what I know about it so far is that the young woman Clara is going to Fraser Falls to clear up sort of a PR nightmare where she stumbles across this very handsome, rugged man. It's giving classic cozy Christmas. I love their dynamic so far. So far they're just having like witty banter as she eats her meal in a bar. And like the outfits described in this are so like classic Christmas. I love it. So I'm super excited that I'm diving into this one finally. All right, a lot of these are going to be Christmas themed because it's the last few months before Christmas, and again, Christmas books are the only thing giving me serotonin right now. So the next one is The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year. As you guys saw in my haul, I picked this up on my way home during our trip for her birthday, and I decided to walk around Barnes & Noble to stretch my legs. And this is what I came home with. I've looked at this for a year, to be fair, so this is sort of an enemies to lovers. It's giving like cozy Christmas. It's giving sort of like Clue Christmas, if you will, except two people that fall in love, I'm assuming. I don't know. But it's a little cozy Christmas mystery. And I've had my eye on it forever. The dedication is literally kind of what sold me. It's, if anyone has ever tried to gaslight you into thinking you're the problem, congratulations, this book is for you. I thought that was hilarious. The fourth book is Christmas Cafe. This just looked adorable. I picked this up the other day after I filmed my last video. I went to the bookstore. Christmas Cafe seems to be sort of a love triangle. And I say that just because it mentions her close family friend who happens to be gorgeous. And she's a budding romance with a film star, but it's also she's trying to save her cafe from closing down. town. So it's very much a small town romance of like, we have to save the cafe for Christmas again. So cheesy. That appears to be what it's about. I love the cover because how fun is that? They sell like Christmas cookies and eggnog, fruitcakes, stuff like that at the cafes. So I thought that this was so cute. I love that they're cookies. Like whoever did this design for the cover, a round of applause for you. Now, number 5 is All I Want Is You. I have had this on my shelf for a year. I got it sort of, I think, really close to Christmas last December and I just never got to it. I read My December Darling and then for some reason I just didn't pick this one up right after. I think I started a short novella Christmas series after. I've thought about picking this up like in January, things like that, but in January I was just in a mood for thrillers. So that's what I read, I think. I'm pretty sure. I wasn't really in the mood for like Christmas romances in January. I had like the Christmas blues because it was over. So I'm reading this one this year. It's about 2 romance writers. It is about Jessica and Nick. It's me, Jessica. It's about Jessica and Nick. They're both romance writers. Nick is her ex-boyfriend. They get trapped sharing one room during a snowstorm. It's giving Second Chance at Love. It's giving, you know, snowed in, one bed, forced proximity to like work out their problems vibes. This is right up my alley. I love it. And it's only 243 pages. I could finish this in a day if I wanted to, if I'm really determined. It's been on my shelf for a while. I really want to read this before 2025. I want to get through a lot of my Christmas books, you know. Number 6, I have talked about forever. You know the drill. If this is not my first video of mine that you're watching, if it is, hi! Nightmare Before Christmas came out a year ago or so. I feel like it's a nice little break between pure Christmas goofy fluffy romance and more of like a, oh, we have sort of a Nightmare Before Christmas vibe, but the 2 fall in love and one man loves Christmas, the other one is the Prince of Halloween. It gives just a really fun sort of opposites attract energy to it. And so I've been wanting to read this for a long time. One of my best friends got this for me for my birthday and I said I was going to save it till like November. So I'm really hoping to get to it this month. And I think I will, honestly. There's kind of no reason for me not to. And that is number 6. Now the rest of these are going to be Kindle and audiobooks. But the next one is Everyone This Christmas Has a Secret. Again, it's giving Clue. It's less romance, but it is giving Clue at Christmas. What's described sort of in the synopsis is Knives Out meets Thursday Club, so Kissed Under the Mistletoe. So it's giving that sort of vibe where there is still some romance, but it is more mystery. We're gonna focus more on like the whodunit aspect, I feel, as opposed to Most Wonderful Crime of the Year focuses more on them connecting romantically. It's a winter mystery. I kind of just love mysteries more when they're based in the winter. I can't explain it, but like a holiday mystery really just feeds everything I need. I'd never actually heard of this book before, but it was an audiobook that was on sale for like $1 from my local bookstore. So I was like, a whole book for $1, an audiobook nonetheless, you can't beat that. Okay, so number 8 is one I'm very excited about, and I started on the first couple pages today. This was always going to be in my 10 before the end, which is Bottle Rocket by Kenna King. As we know, this is the Hawkeye Rookie series. She finished the Hawkeye series. I did an entire video on it if you guys want to check it out. But the Rookie series is slowly coming out. There's only 5 books in the series. I think that this is number 3. I'm reading them all as they come out slowly but surely, so I'm very excited. I want to get on these before the end of the year. However, I'm only counting 1 towards my 10 before the end. It's a single dad nanny hockey romance. This is a trope that she's done before, and I didn't totally hate it, so I can't complain too much about that trope. There doesn't appear to be an age gap from what I've seen in reviews or in the synopsis, because sometimes they do that and then it's a little weird. I have been loving the Rookie series. I'm always such a fan of Kenna King's books. I don't care how many typos there are. I don't care if a timeline is weird. I don't care. I eat them up. I can't describe it. I just love them. They are cheesy. They're gonna make you go, oh my god, I can't believe somebody wrote that. Where's the next one? It's so good. So number 9 is Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal by Megan Quinn. She wrote How My Neighbor Stole Christmas. I read that last year during December and I loved it. It was one of my favorite reads of the holiday season and probably of the year. Her books are a little bit bigger, however, they are worth it. I know sometimes I look at Christmas books specifically and I'm like, what makes it so a Christmas book has to be 500 pages? Why are we not at the 300 page sweet spot? Why are we not, you know what I mean? It's sort of like, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I'm here for the world to not go outside of those months. So it does take place in the same town that How My Neighbor Stole Christmas takes place, and this is based around Atlas, aka Max. They are in enemies to lovers, just like the first book was, and Max is sort of just trying to keep his Christmas tree farm afloat, and Betty is chaos. It appears to sort of follow the same premise of How My Neighbor Stole Christmas. A little small town war going on between the two of them. I eat that shit up around the holidays. I'm hoping this will be just as good as How My Neighbor Stole Christmas, because I gotta be honest, I hate the cover. It's not the worst cover I've ever seen, but the other one was so cute. And then number 10, last but not least, is actually one on my Kindle, even though it's a book advent calendar, and that is The Whims of the Wicked by Rebecca Gray. It is fae, right? Listen, I don't like ACOTAR. It sort of made me stray away from the entire fae genre. This is not romantasy. This is not what I thought it was going to be. It's sort of boring. I'm hoping that reading one chapter a day, counting down to Christmas, will maybe sort of make me like the fae genre again. I've heard really good things about this book. I think the advent calendar idea is so fun, and you can definitely do it electronically on Kindle Unlimited like I have it, just to have a good time. But they do, I know that they do sell the book, so if you're looking to give it as a gift, I think that's definitely an option, but that is number 10. But nevertheless, those are the 10 books that I definitely want to get through before the end of the year. Let me know if you guys have any Christmas reads that you're really enjoying or think that I should read. Was there a book on this list that should have been there that I absolutely have to read before the end of the year? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.